Bonjour guys, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to do a problem in mechanics of materials and I'm going to solve the axial deformation. Now, I know a lot of you guys have requested this on Instagram and that's why I decided to cover it here. Now, if you guys like this video, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. Make sure that you guys subscribe for new videos every week and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you get notified each time we post new videos. Now, let's get right into it. Okay guys, so what we're going to do here is I'm going to give you guys a hint on how to solve this problem, and then you're going to pause the video, then you're going to try it, and then you can watch the solution. So remember guys, it's very important to attempt the problems to prepare for your FE exam. So in this problem, we have an aluminum rod that is subjected to an axial load. We are giving the diameter and the length and also the modulus of elasticity, and we want to find the axial deformation in millimeters. So the first thing you got to do is try to find some keywords that you can type in on the reference manual so that you can grab the equation. Once you find the equation, then you can rearrange it and then plug in the numbers. Now, when you are plugging the numbers, you got to make sure that you watch out for the units. Make sure that all your units cancel and make sure that you provide the answer in millimeters. Now, note guys also here that we don't have multiple choice. We had fill in the blanks, and that's because on the FE exam, you will see questions that they don't have multiple choice and they have fill in the blanks. So it's important that you guys get used to that format as well. Now, why don't you guys give this problem a try, and I will see you in a little bit. Okay guys, so to solve for this problem, the first thing we gotta do is grab the equation from the reference manual. So let's do that. So if I go to the reference manual, here, what I'm going to do is search for deformation, and that's because we want to solve for the deformation of the rod. Now, note guys here also that I'm using a different search box than you're probably used to. So the search box that you're probably used to is Control F. On the FE exam, you'll have a search box that is similar to this one, and you can get this one by just doing Control Shift F, okay? So now I'm going to hit search, and I'm going to take a look at these searches. So note guys, the first couple searches are more based on material science than mechanics of materials. We're trying to find an equation that will help us solve for deformation. Now, note guys that the rod that was given to us is in tension, right? So if we actually go back to the problem here, this rod is subjected to an axial load and it's tension that is being applied. Now, when that tension is being applied, this rod is going to move, right? It's going to expand, it's going to deform in the positive direction. We want to know how much it's going to move. That's what we're trying to calculate for. We want to calculate that deformation, okay? Now, let's go back to the reference manual and let's take a look at the equations that we have. So I'm going to actually click this search box here because I see an equation here, so I'm going to click that. Now, if I take a look at this page, and I scroll down, here we have delta, which is deformation, and that's what we're trying to solve for. Now, delta here, you are giving this equation. So you can use this equation to actually solve for delta. You just need to rearrange it, or you can just use this equation here. It's already rearranged for you, and you can just easily solve for deformation. Now, if we take a look at this equation here, we are giving P, which is the load. We are also giving the length of the rod. We are giving the area and the modulus of elasticity. So we can just plug in the numbers and solve for the deformation. Now, let's plug in the numbers. So we have P, which is 1,200 kilonewtons. And then we're going to multiply by the length, which is 10 meters, and then we're going to divide it by the area. Now, we were not giving the area, but we do have the diameter, so we can easily do pi over 4 times d squared. Now, for the diameter, you guys need to be careful because here we were giving diameter in centimeters. The length is in meters. Gigapascal is the same as giganewtons per meter squared, so it has meters in it as well. So make sure that you guys convert this into meters. So to do that, we're going to do 55 and we're just going to divide it by 100, and then don't forget to square this term because it's d squared. And then we're going to multiply by E, which is 200 gigapascal. Now, as I mentioned, gigapascal is same as giganewtons per meter squared. So for the units to cancel, we're going to make sure that we convert this to kilopascal or kilonewtons per meter squared so that the kilonewtons cancel with this. So to convert gigapascal to kilonewtons or kilopascal, what we got to do is multiply this by 10 to the power of 6. And if we do that, let me rewrite the units here. We're going to have kilopascal right? And kilopascal is the same as kilonewtons per meter squared. Now let's take a look at our units. So we converted this to meters, so this is actually meters squared. The meters squared is going to cancel with this meters squared. Kilonewtons cancels with kilonewtons, and then we're going to be left with meters, okay? Now we want the answer in millimeters, so we actually have to divide this by 1,000 so that we get millimeters. Now, if you guys plug in these numbers, you're going to get 0.25, and this is going to be the deformation. So we can come here and just insert the answer. Now, that's it, guys, for today's video. Now, if you want to watch more engineering problems that will be on UFE exam, make sure that you guys check out our playlist. We have a lot of problems that will be on UFE exam. And also, if you want more tips on how to pass UFE exam, make sure that you guys sign up on our website. And don't forget to give us a big thumbs up. Make sure that you guys subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get notified each time we post new videos. Thank you guys for watching. Good luck with your studying, and I will see you soon. À la prochaine.
Everybody now.